Welcome to the deep dive. It feels like, I don't know, every single day we wake up to some new, truly mind-boggling breakthrough in AI. The pace is just incredible, almost overwhelming, wouldn't you say? Makes you wonder how anyone keeps track.
No, absolutely. It's a valid question. The landscape is shifting so rapidly, it's easy to feel lost in all the noise.
Exactly. And that's really our mission today. We're trying to cut through that noise, bring you the most important nuggets of knowledge from the sources you've shared. Think of this as, well, your personal shortcut to getting properly informed. Whether you're prepping for a meeting, just trying to catch up on this incredibly fast field, or you're just really curious about what's next, we'll unpack everything. New tools, competitive moves, those big questions facing the industry.
And hopefully you're in for some surprising facts, maybe a few of those aha moments that genuinely shift how you see things in AI right now.
Okay, so let's dive into this whirlwind. Competition, investment, policy, it's a lot. And we have to kick off with the money, right? The sheer amount pouring into new players. I mean, this one made my jaw drop. Mira Murati, OpenAI's former CTO, launched Thinking Machines Lab, secured $2 billion seed funding.
$2 billion seed.
At a $12 billion valuation. And get this, before they even have a product.
It's fascinating, isn't it? Because it's not just investor confidence anymore. It signals something deeper, a shift in how AI innovation gets funded.
Oh, so.
We're seeing massive capital flood into talent and vision, even more than, a tangible product. It creates this supercharged, almost speculative market around foundational AI.
Right.
It's a clear sign that the race for maybe AGI leadership, it's increasingly seen as this winner-take-all kind of game.
And speaking of races, the talent wars are just heating up dramatically. Companies are literally poaching top people from each other, like Anthropic managing to get back 2 key product managers from a rival. Shows how vital that leadership is.
Definitely. And Meta, directly poaching leading researchers from OpenAI, Jason Wei and Hyung-Won Chung, specifically for their superintelligence lab.
So it's not just hiring someone.
No. It's more like strategic intellectual warfare. When they lure away key researchers, they don't just gain talent. They simultaneously slow down their rivals. It's like doubling your competitive advantage in this really high-stakes push for AI supremacy.
Absolutely. And the big tech giants themselves, they're not just sitting back, they're making huge strategic moves. Look at OpenAI. They just set up a dedicated agent security team.
That signals a bigger focus on safety, right?
Yeah.
Especially as these agents get more autonomous.
Exactly. But they're also expanding aggressively, launching an AI-driven office suite, basically evolving ChatGPT to compete head-on with Microsoft 365, Google Workspace for collaborative editing, meetings, data analysis, all that.
That's right. And they're even testing agents that can build and edit Office docs right inside the chat.
Yeah.
Imagine the workflow automation possibilities there. Plus, they rolled out a sales commission feature for ChatGPT, monetizing shopping, turning the AI into a sales assistant, essentially.
Okay.
And a big pivot, too, toward high-value enterprise consulting, offering AI deployment as a service. It's not just API access anymore.
Interesting.
Oh, and they're navigating legal stuff, too, offering discounts to religious groups after some lawsuit pressure, pushing back against authors' copyright claims on ChatGPT outputs. It shows just how complex operating at this scale is.
Then you've got Google, making an equally massive AI push. They've rolled out Gemini 2.5 Pro and Deep Search for their paid users, better research capabilities.
Right.
But get this, they've also introduced an Ask For Me feature. It uses this lifelike voice synthesis for automated calls to businesses, for bookings, asking questions.
Wow, really?
Yeah, global rollout plan for 2025. I mean, for those of you who hate making phone calls, that could be a real game changer for automating daily tasks.
That's quite something. But what's also really noteworthy is Google's AI security solution, Big Sleep. It actually made history by preventing a major SQLite zero-day vulnerability.
A 0-day, so like a brand new flaw.
Exactly. One the developers hadn't even found yet.
Yeah.
Super dangerous because there's no fix. For an AI agent to proactively spot and stop a threat like that, it's huge. It shows AI moving from just detection to active defense and cybersecurity.
That's a massive step.
And Google's also offering free Gemini AI access to students in India. Their Firebase studio now has an autonomous Gemini AI app builder, basically lowering the barrier for app development with AI.
Making it more accessible.
Yeah. And new AI tools for search and YouTube, too, like Asset Studio, AI Max for search, specifically aimed at marketers in Southeast Asia.
Okay, and not to be outdone, AWS is making what they call an agentic leap. They've unveiled Agent Core in this robust agentic AI marketplace, secure deployment management of AI agents, plus a $100 million investment in generative AI innovation. So when we say agentic, what does that actually mean for someone trying to use this stuff?
Good question. Agentic just means they're focusing heavily on AI agents.
Yeah.
These are autonomous programs designed to do tasks, make decisions, interact with systems without constant human input.
Okay.
So they're Agent Core system and marketplace. They're essentially toolkits for businesses to build, deploy, and manage these smart AI assistants securely inside their own operations.
Got it.
They're also launching new dev tools like Kiro, that's an AI coding assistant that helps break down prompts, verify code, and Novasonic. Plus, the Model Context Protocol, MCP, that should make accessing and integrating AWS tools easier for developers. It's all about making complex AI deployments more manageable for enterprises.
Meanwhile, Microsoft Copilot Vision that now offers comprehensive screen scanning for digital workflows, it can analyze everything on your screen at once for deeper integration.
Interesting.
And there's been talk about Microsoft potentially using advanced AI tools to replace some laid-off employees, which, definitely sparks that jobs debate.
Yeah, that's a sensitive one. And over at Meta, they've launched this new AI twin tool, Expressive Digital Clones. An interesting direction for personal AI.
Yeah.
But yeah, they also had that pretty bad weeks-long bug in their AI chatbot. It actually exposed users' private conversations. Big privacy concerns there.
Oof, yeah. Not good. And all this innovation, it's happening while global regulation is trying to catch up. The EU, for instance, they've introduced this general-purpose AI code of practice, helping companies comply with the AI Act. That could set global standards, right?
It could. And it really highlights this tension, doesn't it, between super fast innovation and the need for, well, thoughtful regulation. Look at Denmark. They're pioneering deepfake laws, letting citizens actually copyright their facial features and voices, which directly tackles the ethical and legal knots you get with tools like Meta's AI twin.
Right.
And in the U.S., states like New York, New Jersey, California, they're cracking down on AI bias in hiring, mandating human oversight, trying to prevent algorithmic discrimination, ensure some fairness.
And on a much more serious note, safety advocates are making this urgent call to ban AI tools being used to create child sexual abuse material, warning that the laws are just dangerously behind these new threats.
Yeah, it's a truly stark reminder of the darker side these technologies can enable if we're not careful.
So while governments grapple with ethics and law, the innovation engine just keeps roaring. On the ground, we're seeing this incredible array of practical new AI tools, enhanced capabilities popping up across pretty much every industry. For engineers, you've got Asimov by Reflection AI. It's designed to decode complex code, tackle those development bottlenecks. I mean, if you've ever stared at a wall of code trying to find one bug, you can imagine how useful that is.
Yeah, absolutely. And in finance, Polycomputing AI offers fast in-chat creation of finance dashboards and models. Imagine, an analyst who used to spend hours pulling data, building Excel models. Now they can just type a request into chat, and boom, the AI generates the complex charts, the models they need. It streamlines that quantitative analysis significantly. And Anthropic's also rolled out specialized Claude AI solutions just for finance. Shows a tailored industry adoption.
And for just general automation, MiniMax's Max has debuted, a full-stack AI agent. Supposedly manages complex multi-step tasks, like an AI handling a whole project start to finish.
That's the idea. There's also an open-source deep research agent that automates high-quality reports using web and internal data, cutting down research time for, well, potentially everyone.
Browser and workflow stuff is getting smarter too. Perplexity's Comet browser that streamlines travel planning with AI help. And it introduces these sticky workflows, embedding real-time context right into your tabs.
So it remembers what you were doing.
Yeah, literally remembers where you left off, what you're trying to achieve. And get this. Voice-controlled, real-time browser automation offers hands-free web navigation. Huge for accessibility and efficiency too.
Wow, hands-free browsing. Okay.
Plus, ChatGPT users are gaining the ability to create, analyze, automate tasks in Excel and PowerPoint directly. Even edit presentations, spreadsheets, right inside the chat.
That's a massive productivity jump if it works smoothly.
Totally. And creative pros benefit too. Canva now has direct integration with Anthropic's Claude AI for design creation.
And in IT management, NetGain Systems launched Astra AI. It's the first LLM specifically for IT asset observability, meaning it can proactively spot anomalies, automate solutions for complex digital infrastructure, moving IT from reactive to predictive.
The creative content space is also being totally revolutionized. LTXV delivers long-form, like 60-second controllable AI video creation on consumer GPUs.
Making advanced content production way more
Wow.
accessible,
Yeah.
right? Not just for big studios.
Exactly. And Runway's Act 2, it replicates actors' physical performances in AI-generated scenes, enhancing video realism significantly, blurring those lines between real and AI footage.
Yeah, the realism is getting scary good. And NVIDIA's Audio Flamingo 3 sets a new benchmark for open-source audio language models, enabling really advanced audio-based AI research, pushing the boundaries of sound generation and understanding.
We're also seeing highly specialized applications emerge. Scientific research, Pluto Labs' Synapse AI. They claim it surpasses Gemini 2.5 Pro and Claude Opus 4 in data-heavy scientific tasks, at lower cost too, with strong blind test results.
If that holds up, that's a huge leap for scientific discovery. Massive.
And in healthcare, Fujitsu and Acer Medical debuted A-Gate, an AI tool analyzing seniors' gait, how they walk, to detect early signs of diseases like dementia, Parkinson's, set for rollout in Taiwan care centers late 2025.
That's the kind of AI that can provide early detection, genuinely improve patient outcomes, real-world impact, like Dr. Copilot being deployed in Romanian hospitals, reportedly improving patient satisfaction.
Even robotics are becoming more accessible. Hugging Face launched pre-orders for its Reachy mini robot, racked up $1 million in sales already. Really signals a demand for open-source AI and robotics, maybe even for home use eventually.
Yeah, the open-source angle is key there.
Okay, now let's shift gears slightly. Let's talk LLMs, the future of AI development itself, because this is where the theoretical boundaries are really being pushed and where some major debates are happening. We're seeing models break performance records left and right. Kimi K2 is getting a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Impressive performance in agent-based workflows. Apparently, it even outperformed GPT 4.1 on the SWE benchmark.
Which is significant. SWE Bench tests an LM's ability to fix real-world software bugs from GitHub.
Yeah.
So outperforming there suggests serious practical coding skills.
Right. And it's positioned as this cost-effective, high-quality, open-weight rival to Claude Sonnet.
And what's fascinating is how these early comparisons, between frontier models like Kimi K2 and Grok 4, they show strengths, but also some interesting quirks, especially with difficult prompts. It just underscores that while raw performance is climbing like crazy, these models still have unique behaviors, limitations that we're only just starting to properly understand.
And when it comes to actually benchmarking coding intelligence, Stanford's Kernel Bench initiative is testing LLMs on generating efficient GPU code. That's a super specialized, complex task.
Very niche, very important.
The CEO of Perplexity even claims modern AI coding tools can slash project time from days down to just an hour.
Which sounds amazing, a huge productivity leap.
But is it always the case? Or is there a catch?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? There's actually new research suggesting experienced open-source developers can be 19% slower with AI assistance in certain situations.
Slower.
Yeah, it challenges those simple productivity assumptions. And while, okay, 3/4 of developers are using AI code assistance, these tools often generate insecure code. That's a critical security concern we need to tackle before everyone just relies on them blindly.
Right, security implications again. Okay, so beyond the giant models, we're seeing new architectures, more openness, which feels exciting for the long run, like novel architectures, mixture of recursions, showing efficient alternatives to just making models bigger and bigger.
Exactly, driving research into smaller but still powerful systems, ones that maybe don't need quite as much computing power.
And SK Telecom launched a lightweight AI model for mobile devices, available on Hugging Face.
Right, enabling efficient integration for telecom devs could lead to more innovative, sort of low-latency AI experiences right on your phone without needing that constant cloud connection.
We're also seeing these ongoing debates, deep thinking in the AI community. Experts are pushing back on the idea that retrieval augmented generation, or RAG, is obsolete. They're pointing to continued breakthroughs.
For anyone unfamiliar, RAG basically enhances LLMs by letting them pull in real-time external data to answer questions, instead of just relying on their sometimes outdated training data.
Makes them more accurate, more current.
Exactly. The debate is whether pure generative models will eventually make RAG unnecessary.
Yeah.
But yet, breakthroughs in how data is retrieved suggests it's still a really vital piece of the puzzle.
Okay.
And you see tools emerging now that let creators verify their data was used in model training. That points to a growing focus on transparency, fair data use.
Right.
Crucial for responsible AI.
Definitely. There's even that recent attempt to break advanced AIs with paradoxical riddles, stirring up discussion about their current limits, where their logic still kind of falls short.
And a University of Amsterdam study found AI models, including ChatGPT, still struggle with environmental navigation. Understanding real-world spaces highlights that human superiority there.
Yeah.
Turns out, common sense navigation is still a very human superpower.
Interesting. Okay, finally, let's turn to the human element, the opportunities, the challenges, our place in this whole AI era. Upskilling is obviously more important than ever.
Absolutely.
And educational opportunities are expanding fast, like a new RAG course by Together AI and DeepLearning.ai with Andrew Ng on Coursera.
There's also the Hot Evils summer course, practical training in AI evaluation, teaching people how to inspect data, analyze failure modes.
Right.
Critical for making AI reliable.
Right. And Scratch to Scale provides access to world-class speakers, free compute resources for hands-on model training. There's even a step-by-step guide for assembling and training the Lee robot SOARM 101 with NVIDIA Jetson, lowering the barrier for robotics development, even for hobbyists.
Making it more accessible, yeah.
Coursera is expanding its generative AI courses. Rising enrollments, especially in the Middle East, North Africa, shows that global hunger for these skills. But
There's always a but.
there's a but. A new study shows most HR professionals, they lack specialized AI training, which could really threaten successful AI adoption in companies if the people managing talent aren't, ready.
That's a huge potential bottleneck.
Which brings us to the broader societal impact, the ethical crossroads. On the plus side, LLMs are revolutionizing disaster management.
Providing real-time insights, aiding emergency response, risk assessment, communication, genuinely helping save lives, coordinate relief efforts. It's amazing potential.
But on the cybersecurity front, growing threats. Researchers found Google Gemini for Workspace can be manipulated to generate convincing phishing emails by hiding malicious prompts.
Prompt injection. It's a subtle but really dangerous vulnerability.
Yeah. And generative AI in the workplace poses a rising insider threat if controls are poor. Plus, the Dark Partners cybercrime group is stealing millions using fake AI tools, highlights the criminal misuse.
The good news, I suppose, is that AI deepfake detectors are emerging. From McAfee, Norton, Reality Defender, trying to tackle that rising digital scam epidemic, providing some much-needed defense.
And thinking about privacy, identity, a new report reveals nearly a third of teenagers feel as satisfied talking to AI chatbots as to real people.
Wow, that raises concerns, right? About mental health, privacy,
Yeah.
especially for younger people who might not grasp the data implications.
For sure. And Meta's chatbot bug exposing private conversations just hammers that privacy risk home.
And we can't forget the environmental side. A UN report is urging tech firms to adopt sustainable AI design. Claims energy use could potentially be cut by up to 90%.
90%, that's massive. Especially for what's becoming such a power-hungry technology.
It really is. And all these advances, data analysis, code generation, they're fundamentally reshaping workplaces. Finance, software engineering,
Yeah.
making complex tasks more accessible, more automatable. It truly changes what work looks like for a lot of us.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, it's just crystal clear. AI isn't just advancing, it's profoundly reshaping industries, jobs, daily life at this unprecedented speed. It's dynamic, exciting, sometimes maybe a bit scary.
It really has that dual nature, doesn't it? Immense opportunities for innovation, productivity, but alongside critical challenges. Ethics, security, societal impact, things we absolutely have to keep grappling with.
So given all these rapid developments we've talked about, here's something for you, the listener, to think about. What is one area of AI that you think will have the most unexpected impact on your life or work in the next year? And maybe deeper, how might these tools redefine what it even means to be intelligent or productive in the very near future?